Hello, we are from SGDB8. We will do a presentation about deforestation. This is our member of SGDB8. My name is Putu Bintang Pradita Kirana. I will explain about the background information. So forest is an essential ecosystem and sanctuary for countless species, which play a crucial role in sustaining life on Earth by producing oxygen and supporting biodiversity. However, deforestation, or the process of decreasing forested region, has emerged as a growing threat, steadily dismissing forest area and disrupting this delicate system. Between 2001 and 2015, the rate of deforestation has remained steady at approximately 5 million hectares annually. Then countries like Indonesia experience this significant forest loss, largely due to agricultural expansion. According to Forest Watch Indonesia analysis from 2000 and 2017, deforestation in Indonesia continued at high rate, which from 2000 and 2009, the country lost an average 1.4 million hectares per year, then 1.1 million hectares per year between 2009 and 2013, and then back again to 1.4 million hectares from 2013 and 2017. Deforestation has far-reaching consequences for environmental ecosystem, as it can significantly alter the natural habits of various species, which can increase prevalence of vector-borne diseases, such as dengue, fever, and malaria. Over time, the environmental impacts of deforestation are the reduction in atmospheric moisture, which can lead to a cascade of ecological issues, including increased soil erosion, desertification, flooding, and contributing in a rise in local temperatures. These changes can further exacerbate climate change, which creating a feedback loop that worsens overall environmental degradation. The persistent threat of deforestation highlights the urgent needs for comprehensive information to address this global crisis. Therefore, the purpose of this paper is to provide a more detailed explanation of deforestation. That's all from me. The next part will be explained by my friend. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ledwin Meikel Wibisono with the last three digits of student number 061. And now I'll explain the proper formulations of our student project. So the first one, what is the definition and history of deforestation? And the second one is what is the scale and current status of deforestation? The next one is what are the types of deforestation? And the next one is what are the causes and effects of deforestation? What are the regulations related to legal and illegal deforestation? And what are the positive and negative impact of deforestation? And lastly, what are the alternative solutions to reduce deforestation? And the next slide. And now I'll explain about the objectives of our student project. So the objectives of our student project is to understand the definition and history of deforestation, to understand the scale and current status of deforestation, to understand the types of deforestation, and to understand the causes and effects of deforestation, and to understand the regulations related to legal and illegal deforestation, and to understand the positive and negative impact of deforestation, and lastly, to understand the alternative solutions to reduce deforestation. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Putu Satya Wijaya, and the last three digit of my student ID number is 227. In this slide, I would like to explain more about the benefits that the student project can bring. For the writers or for us, this paper can be used for educational and teaching resources. The making of the student project can also help improving our research conducting skills and literacy skills. For the institution, the student project can increase teaching materials about deforestation, sources of knowledge about deforestation, and it can also act as a reference for conducting more research about deforestation. And for the public community, the student project can help introducing and educating the public about deforestation, increasing public awareness about deforestation, and it can also act as a reference or guide to know more about deforestation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning, doctor, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Putu Mahaputri Kayika with the last three-digit number 155. And the next slide will be presented by me. Definition and history of deforestation. Deforestation is the process of cutting down trees to reduce the area of the forest, and then the forest will be transformed for agricultural use, residential, or research exploitation. The history of deforestation has begun since ancient times and then expanded since the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries. Between 1700 and 1850, there were about 19 million hectares were removed, and then the deforestation rates accelerate at tropical countries in the 20th centuries, especially in the Amazon, Africa, and Southeast Asia.
My name is Kusuma with the last three digits of student ID 151. Here, I would love to present the scale and current status of deforestation. The forest coverage is 31% of Earth is forested, while 18% was protected. And over 420 million hectares lost since 1990. By the main causes were agriculture drives 73% of the tropical deforestation. In the recent reductions, Brazil and Indonesia reduced deforestation significantly by 40% in the recent years, and forest cover may increase by 10% by 2050, and only 10% of rainforest may remain by 2030.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Gusti Agung Ayu, Adinda Fidelia Tresna Putri, with my last three digit of student numbers are 232. So today I'm going to explaining about the types of deforestation. The first one is agricultural deforestation. It is driven by the need for arable land to grow crops and raise livestock. This process often involves the clearing of large forest areas to create plantations for crops like soy, palm oil, or rubber, as well as pasture for cattle. The second one is industrial deforestation. It is driven by activities such as logging, mining, and infrastructure development. These activities often involve the large-scale removal of forest areas to extract resources or to build infrastructure. The third one is urban deforestation. It involves clearing forests to make way for expanding urban areas. This type of deforestation is driven by the need for residential, commercial, and industrial space. And the fourth one is slash and burn deforestation. It is a traditional method where forests are cleared by cutting and burning vegetations to make way for agriculture. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Ningrum, and I will explain about the causes and effects of deforestation. Deforestation is primarily driven by agricultural expansion, particularly for palm oil plantation, cattle ranching, and other large-scale farming activities. In addition, illegal logging, infrastructure development, and the exploitation of other natural resources such as mining also significantly contribute to forest loss. Unregulated human activities and weak environmental policies accelerate the substantial degradation of forest areas. The consequences of deforestation are highly destructive, both ecologically and socially. The loss of forest cover leads to a decline of biodiversity as the natural habitat of various species are destroyed. Furthermore, deforestation accelerates climate change through increased emission of greenhouse gases, and particularly carbon dioxide released during forest burning. In addition to its impact on biodiversity and climate, deforestation also has a significant effect on water and soil resources. The loss of forest cover reduces the soil ability to absorb water and ultimately increasing the risk of flooding and soil erosion.
My name is Zephania Ekklesia, and the last three digits of my student ID number is 127. Now I'm going to be explaining about the regulations related to legal and illegal deforestation. There are 4 laws in Indonesian law that are related to illegal deforestation, and 3 of them, which are the law of constitution that regulates about the sanctions and penalties about illegal deforestation. The first one is Law Number 41 of 1999, which promotes government and local communities in forest management and conservation. The second one is Law Number 32 of 2009, which promotes public participation in forest resource management, planning, and development. Third one is Law Number 18 of 2013, which mandates increased surveillance and monitoring in illegal deforestation. Lastly, the Government Regulations number 24 of 2010, which contains guidelines for forest monitoring and controlling.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Agung, Istri, Anggreni. With my last three-digit ID number is 233. Now I will explain about the positive and negative impact of deforestation. The positive impact of deforestation. The first one is economic growth and social welfare. Deforestation is often carried out to clear land for agriculture, which can enhance food production. The second one is infrastructure development. The development of infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and the other public facilities often requires land that is obtained through deforestation. And the last one is discovery of national resources. Deforestation may lead to the discovery of valuable things such as oil, minerals, and precious metals like gold, silver, which can potentially increase national revenue. Besides the positive impact of deforestation, there are so many negative impact of deforestation, such as the first one is loss of biodiversity. This includes the destruction of habitats, the endangerment of rare species found in forests, and the disruption of ecological process leading to a decline in biodiversity. The second one is climate change. Deforestation can contribute to climate change by releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere that can exacerbate global warming and the greenhouse effect. And the last one is loss of ecosystem services. Deforestation reduces the ecosystem ability to provide this service, negatively impacting human quality of life and environmental health. Maybe that's all I can say, and for the next explanation will be explained by my friend. Thank you.
My name is Ariela dari Rahardjo with last digit NIM 247. Now I will explain about alternative solutions to reduce deforestation. First is by giving environmental education to the public, such as environmental advocacy and campaigns aimed at preserving and conserving forests to bring the citizens to full knowledge of the environment, creating abilities that help them solve or mediate current environmental problems and avert new ones. Second, reforestation and forest improvement. Deforestation is the reinforcement of forest formations by planting more trees in dying forests due to the activities of the humans or natural disturbance. Forest improvement is simply increasing the richness or stocking number of trees within a forest to restore the forest to its full or former capacity and increase sustainable usage. Next, forest management and intervention. Regional government with stakeholders create effective policy interventions. These include population, income, market demand, infrastructure, tenure security, law enforcement, and penalties to offenders. And the last one is forest conservation community. To design, implement, and enforce effective policies, the forest conservation community needs to improve understanding of the complex suite of underlying factors that lead to the rise or fall of specific direct drivers of deforestation. I guess that's all from me. Thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Carla Noveline Manullang with my last three digits are 146. And now I'm going to give summary from our presentation about deforestation. So deforestation is the process of cutting down trees to reduce the area of forest that has begun since ancient times, then expanded since the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries. Deforestation remains a significant global issue, with 31% of the Earth's surface covered by forests, but only 18% protected from deforestation. There are different types of deforestation and their specific drivers for developing targeted strategies to address the global challenge, such as agricultural deforestation, industrial deforestation, urban deforestation, and slash and burn deforestation. Deforestation is primarily driven by agricultural expansion. The consequences of deforestation are highly destructive, both ecologically and socially. Deforestation is the intentional and widespread clearing of forests. It is an environmental issue that has both positive and negative impact. The goal of environmental education is to fully inform the public about their surroundings and provide them with the skills necessary to both prevent and mitigate future environmental crises while also helping to solve the existing ones. That's all for me. The next part will be continued by my colleague. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Fiona Natania Santoso and my last 3 digit student number ID are 249. So the recommendations for our student project, deforestation causes a significant threat to the global ecosystem and biodiversity. And to address these issues, it is important to implement sustainable practices such as reforestation, responsible land use, and effective regulations regarding both legal and illegal deforestation. Mitigating the rate of deforestation and preserving our forests are essential steps in ensuring environmental stability for our future generations. Okay, so that's all our student project presentations. We are sorry if there's any mistakes. Our presentation will be ended here. Thank you.